It is our pleasure to be here today at the beginning of Women's History Month to announce the 2009 inductees to the National Women's Hall of Fame. These women will be formally inducted in ceremonies to be held here in Seneca Falls, the birthplace of women's rights, on October 10th and 11th of this year. Three historic figures chosen for induction are Catherine Kate Stoneman, who was the first woman admitted to practice law in the state of New York and the first woman to graduate from Albany Law School. Rebecca Talbot Perkins, who founded one of the country's earliest adoption agencies, and Emma Lazarus, whose poetic words from her work The New Colossus grace the base of the Statue of Liberty. Additionally, we are very honored to announce that 7 contemporary women will be inducted. World-renowned artist and sculptor Louise Bourgeois, biochemist and National Medal of Science recipient Dr. Mildred Cohn, attorney and tireless activist for women's rights and a Syracuse, New York resident, Karen DeCrow, domestic violence advocate Susan Kelly Dreiss, attorney and social justice activist and founder of Federally Employed Women, Dr. Allie B. Latimer, ecologist and pioneer in the science of limnology, Dr. Ruth Patrick. And for those who are wondering what limnology is, it's the study of inland water systems. And atmospheric scientist Dr. Susan Solomon, whose current work centers around ozone depletion and climate change. It's also an important day for the Hall on another front as we begin our physical work to transform the Seneca Knitting Mill into the future home of the National Women's Hall of Fame. It is now my pleasure to introduce Ron Golembeck from ITT Corporation, who will be a presenting sponsor of this year's event. ITT has been a long-standing supporter of the National Women's Hall of Fame and its mission, as well as of the greater Seneca Falls and Finger Lakes communities, and of the many communities that they serve across the United States. So we are pleased and honored that ITT has once again decided to partner with us as a presenting sponsor for this important weekend. Ron?
Thank you, Chris.
Thank you.
In 1848, Elizabeth Cady Stanton, along with other women of local and national prominence, held the first women's rights convention here in Seneca Falls. Just up the street, the Goulds family was getting started in the pump business. And now, 161 years later, Goulds, as a business unit of presenting sponsor ITT Corporation, is proud to be a part of this announcement of the Hall inductees for 2009. This hall is a shrine to some of the greatest women in history. It's an honor and it's a pleasure to support these recognitions and to build on the legacy of greatness and honor that this hall represents. On behalf of ITT Corporation and its nearly 40,000 employees worldwide, I congratulate and salute our 2009 National Women's Hall of Fame inductees.